it's Laynie and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing today? Leave it down below. I hope your day is off to a fantastic start. If I sound very congested, that's because I am. I don't know about where you live, but where I live here in the Midwest, it has been just horrifically cold over this last week. Terrible. It got down into the super negative numbers, and I just feel like that is the time of year where it is breeding season for all the colds and flus and all the really fun stuff that we all look forward to. I feel fine, thankfully, but my whole house has got it. So yes, it is time. We are going to do it. We're going to talk about my entire fragrance collection. Am I a little nervous for the judgment? Yes. But that's okay. It's also fun. These are some of my favorite videos to watch, I can't lie. If you enjoy fragrance content, a lot of toddler noises. So fragrance content, toddler noises, beauty content, and a little bit of lifestyle content. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Join the community. You won't regret it. And now I'm going to stop gabbing and let's just check out this collection. Okay, let's go. For this, I am going to use my iPhone to film my collection because it's far easier than moving around my clunky camera and messing up my whole setup there, because it's like once I got it where I like it, I'm scared to mess with it. So we are going to be on the iPhone here. But I had to bring out my fragrance collection for the month of January to talk about that first, because there's definitely going to be some stuff missing from over here. So I'm going to start with these first. Here are my two Kayalis I'm using in the month of January. Do you see all those fingerprints on there? Those are not mine. I keep this tray upstairs, and I have made a fellow perfume addict in my toddler. She's obsessed with these. Yes, I may be overly trusting to let her touch them, but she has so much fun grabbing them, and she smells them. She doesn't actually spray them. Her finger's not strong enough to spray it, but she takes the cap off and she'll sniff it, and then she will describe them. But her description is so funny. It's like, this one smells like cookie dough and pineapple. And she just gets really into it and she gets really excited. And everybody who comes over, she's like, we have to go look at my perfume collection. So it's very cute. So yes, there's lots of little toddler fingerprints all over these. Anyways, back to the collection. Kayali Vanilla Royale, Udi Creme Brulee. Kayali Invite Only. Cinnamon broomsticks with some booziness in the background. Love it. Guess Seductive Noir. Honestly smells very similar to Mon Guerlain. Oh, look, my honey's outside. Hi, honey! I didn't realize he was taking her outside to play. Oh, she's going to be so happy. And then Juliana's Sex on Fire. This is one I keep debating on if I'm keeping her or not. It's supposed to smell like Initio Absolute Aphrodisiac, which it does in a way, but it's much more animalic. Novitus Absolutio, definitely inspired by Baccarat, but a more woody, a little bit more spicy. Boy Smells Vanilla Era. Incensey Vanilla, very syrupy. These, honestly, I've realized smell so much alike. This is Sugarful and Spice by I can't talk today. Michelle Germain by Love. This is like a very green, very rich rose scent. Oh gosh. Hypnotic Vanilla by Zara. This smells so much like Hypnotic Poison. Honestly, it's so good. This is one I've become obsessed with. Also by Zara, Vanilla Vibration and Aromatic, very luxe, very I've Got Money Vanilla. My two Skylers, I have Indigo Valley, which is a blueberry mocha freshie, and then Boardwalk Delight, creamy coconut milk and cotton candy. Two alts, Alt Fireside Marshmallow, which is supposed to smell like By the Fireplace, and it does. Alt Cherry Smash, a Lost Cherry dupe, honestly smells exactly like it. Black Opium, but this is the Illicit Green. I actually wore this yesterday to my work holiday party, which was so fun. I danced my butt off all night. It was amazing. It's what dreams are made of. I just love a good DJ and a dance floor, okay? Solely Notes Amande, a very almond cherry, yeah, just kind of like an almond cherry vibe. Floriental Almond by Dossier. This is a good girl dupe. I really do enjoy this. Noir Distill, a boozy coconut. Love this so much, honestly. So good. I have honestly used quite a bit. Vanilla Dreams, Dua's dupe for Tahoda. I've never smelled Tahoda, but I do enjoy this. Clinique, My Happy Cookies and Kisses. This is a sweet but spicy, kind of creamy, a little syrupy, a little gourmand. Ellis Brooklyn Vanilla Milk. This got a lot of hate at first, and I kind of understood it, but honestly, you gotta let this dry down and sit on your skin for a bit, and then it is just like really yummy, organic, melted vanilla bean ice cream. Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter. Love this. White chocolate and ginger. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Pin Rose Gilded Fox. I think this is white chocolate and rum. It's quite lovely. So I keep these in the tube they come in because of the fact I don't keep them in my closet. The sun can hit these. I keep them in the tube to preserve them. Just a little tip if you also do Scentbird. I don't do it right now because I just feel like I have so many that I don't need more, but I do really enjoy the subscription. I have Confessions of a Rebel, Get a Room. I also have the Confessions of a Rebel, Get a Room, and Order Champagne, which I think was the second one. Perfumes de Marley Valaya. So fancy, so elegant. You guys, I just hate to admit that the hype is real. Homage Guidance, in my opinion, is just stunning. I was wearing this and went through the coffee shop drive-thru, and the girl was like, your car smells so good. I was like, thank you so much. I never know how to say this. Etat Libre d'Orange, Frustration, Lilas, Lilis? I don't know how to say that. Lice Bow. Hermetica Amber Bee. I got this because it's a what is wrong with my brain and my mouth? It's called I stayed up too late last night and woke up too early this morning. Hermetica Amber Bee is supposed to smell a lot like Initio's Absolute Aphrodisiac, which I'm obsessed with, and I do agree, I get the similar vibe. Glass House Kyoto in Bloom. Honestly, I just got this because my brother lived in Kyoto for, I believe, 25 or more years and passed in Kyoto, so I don't know, it just called my name. I had to grab it. Juliet Has a Gun, Lust for Sun. Hermetica, Appear, which I've heard really good things about, but I haven't worn this, honestly. And then Cherry Punk, which gets a lot of love. It's by Room 1015. It's cherry leather, and a lot of people say, oh, it's better than Lost Cherry, but I disagree. Now, I would never... It's kind of hard to get everything in at once because I do a tall shelf, but there is my whole get up. Okay, so then now let's just start talking about each one. To start off, back here I have samples, and I'm not going to talk about those because I did a short a while back. The only new ones are my Dead Cool little pack back there. Very top is where I keep my Bath and Body Works stuff, and I go crazy during major sales. I get them, I do love them, but then I don't reach for them, and then I end up decluttering them. So that's probably going to happen in the nearest future. I had to switch those where all the lotions were on this side and all the body sprays on this side, or it was going to drive me crazy. It had to be done. I could not resist. Okay, the rest of my Guess collection is back here. I have Guess Seductive Blue, which is a very aquatic scent. I'm sure you can tell from the packaging. Guess Seductive Red, which I would say was inspired by Baccarat, but also reminds me a lot of Eden Juicy Apple. Then the cutest bottle that I got in Influencer, Daisy Love Marc Jacobs Paradise. I wore it to review on Influencer. I remember enjoying it, but I can't tell you anything else because I haven't worn it since, but it's so cute, I can't get rid of it. Letta Vanilla Nera. This is the new one, and I'm gonna be real. I just don't know how I feel about her. I don't hate her, but I'm not obsessed with her. Just not as strong as I thought it was gonna be. As you can see, like, I've sprayed kind of a good amount, honestly, for just getting it. I'm gonna let her sit. I think maybe it's one of those that the vanilla just needs to sit longer to like really get a little punchy. Then Letta Oris 22. I love that. Very I've Got Money. The rest of my Novatus collection, which honestly I'm coming to love Novatus. Short people problems. Okay, I'm struggling. Chocolate Queen. This is a true chocolatey, nutty Irish cream. It's so good. Venom of Love. Lost cherry with some chocolate. Also so good. Kind Intentions. A very airy, kind of unique, fresh vanilla. Onto shelf 2. And please don't hate on the way I organized this, okay? I did my best. I've struggled. I've moved them around a lot. The rest of my Kayali's. Yum Pistachio Gelato. Eden Juicy Apple. My Gym fragrance back here. I always pair this random body spray that is Spearmint and Eucalyptus by Bellissima with Perfect Scents Marshmallow Cloud. The two together, I get the sweet, I get the freshness from the mint. It's invigorating. Perfect gym scent. I put this here because I didn't know where else to put it. This is my Pistache body spray. Pistachio Biscotti. It's amazing. 40. Such a rich plum and vanilla body spray. Tan lines. This was a limited edition. I believe they relaunched it and called it something else. It's not as good, in my opinion. This is also a very good kind of juicy fresh body spray. Juicy citrus and ocean musk, sea and soul, also limited edition. Brazilian Crush 62, the tried and true. And then Brazilian Crush 68. Oh my gosh, my coworker was wearing this yesterday. And I was like, first of all, are you wearing Cloud? And she said, no, it's by Sol de Janeiro. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're wearing the pink one. It smells so good. And she's like, yeah, I got it for Christmas. And this smelled absolutely incredible on her and pretty darn powerful for a body spray. If I don't put these back, just so, I will be very irritated with myself. It's a problem. I know. A splurge on my Miami trip. This will forever hold a special place in my heart. Whittian almond, I think online it's called like almond rose or rose almond or something, but it's like this very syrupy, fruity, sweet, delicious fragrance. And I was walking through work one day and my coworker was like, I knew you were here, you smell so good. Mancera Vanilla exclusive, and honestly, the opening is horrible, very vintage, but the dry down is a really lovely vanilla. BDK Passoir. I bought this Juliet Has a Gun Lipstick Fever because I was looking for something that would smell like the lipstick one that was discontinued by the Replica line. I like this, but it's definitely not that one. I wish I had the Replica one that is more fruity, juicy. And then this one I got in Influencer, Juliet Has a Gun. It smells honestly quite a bit like Hypnotic Poison with a little more floral. My Montals, I have Sweet Peony, Sensual Instinct, and Mucalat. Vanilla Supreme, this has an interesting note of ink. And then True Amour by Zara. This one smells exactly like Delina. I am a collector of the Red Temptations. I did declutter the Elixir because I just felt like I had other things that were very redundant. But Red Temptation is such a beautiful Baccarat inspired. And then Red Temptation Summer is even better in my opinion. This honestly reminds me so much of Greenwich Village by Bond Number 9. And then this one is Red Temptation Winter, and it honestly reminds me so much of Instant Crush, which is kind of interesting because all of those fragrances are inspired by Baccarat, so you get why those would also be inspired by those. You get what I'm saying? In this corner, back here, we have Narciso Musk Noir Rose. It's the only Narciso I've ever enjoyed. And my tried and true, my ride or die. Pink Sugar, love her, love her, love her. And then this is the Mimics version of Strawberry Milk. And honestly, this is one that if you can get real cheap at like TJ Maxx, it is worth it. But you have to let it sit for like a year, which sounds crazy, but it really gets better and better. A discontinued fragrance that I will never stop complaining that is discontinued. Good chemistry, Royal Rebel. I absolutely love this scent. It's like this strange, like bubblegummy, warm, ambery. If I could smell like something all the time, it would be this. It's just a little bit intriguing and different. Cacharel, yes I am. Very good kind of date night fragrance. Then we have Toy 2 Bubblegum. Then we have Annika, which honestly, every time I wear this, I'm like, this is so good and it's so cheap. But it is just juicy and fruity and very, very lovely, honestly. One I love, this is by Ariana Grande. And what was this called? Like Vanilla Mod Vanilla. I think it was called Mod Vanilla. Like there's some plum and a whole lot of vanilla, probably some musk. This is so good. But I absolutely hate the packaging. Mont Blanc Signature, very creamy, a little citrusy. Girl of Now, such a lovely, rich, syrupy pistachio. We'll always have this in my collection. Britney Spears Fantasy, it's so good. Fleur, Not Your Baby. This is kind of a different one. It's a little sweet, kind of soft, musky. I couldn't tell you what notes are in there because it doesn't smell like different things. It just smells like Not Your Baby. Back here, I have Pure Poudre. This was a Marshall's find. It smells so wonderful, honestly. My Way Intense. This is one that I want to love so much, and I do love it, don't get me wrong. It's very bubblegummy tuberose. But depending on the weather, sometimes it does not smell good on me. Glossier You, very fresh. Very fresh, but kind of like I Got Money fresh. This is also discontinued. This is Elizabeth and James, which was the Olsen twins brand. This is the Amethyst one. It's purple. It's kind of hard to tell that it's purple. It's so dark. This is a very sweet tobacco. I got a sample of this, and I sprayed it on each shoulder in the middle of summer visiting Kansas City, and I kept getting wafts, and I was like, what smells so good? And then I was like, it's me. This is I don't know how to say it. Tooth Love Onyx, Love Me Onyx, Love Me Onyx. This is a very syrupy vanilla with some citrus. If you like Devotion or if you like Lyra, I would put this in a similar category to those. Love this. You have to love amber because this is full on amber with some salt. It's very sexy. In the summer, in the right outfit, this would just be so alluring. Sea Passion. Honestly, this is almost gone. I'm going to focus on using that up in the spring. See, look. Oh. Valentino. What is this called? Valentino. Voce Viva Intensa. This is a very rich vanilla with some florals, I think orange blossom. And I will tell you, I do enjoy this fragrance, but I kind of feel like this was kind of the start of so many designer fragrances coming out and all kind of smelling similar. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, my favorite super hot summer fragrance. I do really want the intense one because it's got peach in it and I really like that. Burberry Her. This one is one that I didn't reach for much, and then I put it on my tray and I wore it and I was like, this is stunning. This was made by MFK, which also made Baccarat. So this is like the fruity, juicy version. If you like Sol de Janeiro's 68, you're gonna like this. Lauren May convinced me to get this one. This is Imaginary Authors. I believe it's called Mojito something or other. Why do these brands not put the name on here? I need to wear it more, but it is kind of an interesting one because it's got sweet mint, tangerine, magnolia, bourbon, something I don't know what that is, Grisolva, sugarcane, crushed ice. Very good summer fragrance, but I do need to wear it more, honestly. I got it on Mercari, though. Love that. Vanilla Woods. It's so good, you guys. Pear, vanilla. So good. Vacation in a bottle. Clean Skin. Love this one. I just wish this was more powerful. I keep letting it sit, hoping it's going to get there. I don't know why. Is my bottle a dud? It's just so light on me compared to the one I tried in years past. But this is a salty praline musk. It's just like your skin, but lived in and sexy. Ignore my shelf back there. That is the shelf that was up above this shelf, but I couldn't fit both in. And my husband and I very much are kind of those people who we've moved around enough that we always think like we might not be in this house forever. We might want to try somewhere else. So I didn't want to discard of that in case I need to put it back in here for the next homeowners. And that's where it's at. So this is one that I don't see get enough love that I truly am obsessed with. This is Lolita Land by Lolita Lempica. This is very fruity, but like syrupy and very marshmallowy. Lots of marshmallow. If you like, my voice is wanting to give out since I've been talking forever. If you like Love Don't Be Shy, I put this in a similar category. They're not the same. They're not dupes. But I feel like if you like that, you will like this. I have Lolita Lempica. This is like a very juicy, you know what? I don't know what the notes are in here. I think there's like a million notes in this one. And licorice. Also one that I feel like as it sits, it gets better. This is my only banana fragrance, Vanilla Banana by Sud Pacifique. And honestly, once I use this up, I'm not going to get it again. My Libre collection, Libre Intense. And then this one I got an Influencer, which is the new one, and I always forget what this is called. La Absolute Platine. That's why I forget, because I don't speak French at all. This one to me is if you took the original and the intent and you kind of mix them together. I really enjoy it. Would I have bought this on my own already having the intent? No. But if you don't have the intent, I do think this is a really nice one. Plus the fact that the bottle is so stinking cool. That silver wash of color in there. Love it. Ellis Brooklyn B, another Macari find. Boozy, very boozy honey. Ella's Brooklyn Florist, a just very pretty soft floral scent, like a very true realistic floral scent, honestly, like you were in a floral shop. It doesn't smell artificial. It's just really lovely. Like this would be very pretty on a bride in a spring wedding. This is I can never say it. Mugler Aura. I honestly can't tell you much about it because I never reach for this one, but I just think the bottle's so sneaking cool. I can't bring myself to declutter it. I also feel that way with the only alien I have. This is Alien Fusion. Again, another one I don't reach for. I think there's tuberose in here, but don't quote me on it. I never reach for it. I can't even tell you the notes in here, but I love the bottle. Another one I got in Influencer, the Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. Honestly, love this. It's very classy in my opinion. This is one that I think would work on younger women, as in like I'm thinking high school, like senior year of high school on up. I do get quite a bit of patchouli in here though, so if you don't like patchouli, that could be a problem. This is one I just fell in love with, another Macari find. And this is Valentino, Donna Born in Roma Intense. Smells nothing like the original to me, which is kind of interesting because usually the Intense has more in common with the OG than it doesn't, but not this one. The original one I think is lovely, but it is very woody and honestly bothers my throat. Like I can't stop coughing when I wear it. This one is a very rich amber. I'm just a huge fan of the amber note. If you like Olympia Intense, but you don't like the salt in there, this would be a good one to try. Camera, I love this honestly. I kind of have bad memories of this one. It's hard for me to reach for it again because when I wore it, my mother-in-law ended up going to the hospital with an asthma attack. She was fine, thankfully, but it's just like, it's kind of tainted this one, which is sad because I really do enjoy it. Scent memory is a real thing. Shoggoth Oud Amar. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. One that I need to give more of a wear, and probably in a little bit warmer weather. There's something about it that I get a little summer vibes from it. And then Rogba. Now this was one that was such a success for blind buys. This is not going to be for everybody, so I'm not going to say it's a safe blind buy by any means. I'm not even going to say everybody's going to like this, okay? But I love this. Then I have On Some Gold. This is a Oriana dupe, and honestly, pretty darn similar. I love this, you guys. People say strawberry milkshake. Gonna very much disagree. I get no strawberry. I get tropical fruits, but creamy tropical fruits. So yes, tropical milkshake. Yara White. This one is so hard to describe. Honestly, smells like almost nothing else I've ever smelled. Very creamy again. There's also something quite fresh in here. I don't know what's in here or how it got like this, but I really enjoy it. This is Rare Tiffany. This is one I honestly have considered getting rid of so many times because I just don't know if I love it on me. It's like an aquatic rose. I think there's caramel, but the bottle is so beautiful. And a lady chased me down at the grocery store to ask me what I was wearing and literally ordered it right there. So I feel like that means it smells good on me. But I think it's one of those things like I don't know if I feel like me when I'm wearing it. And then this one is Fakar by Latafa. The bottle is stunning. These Middle Eastern fragrances, you guys, they're just killing it. This is one that's, as it's sat, it's gotten better. This is Art Bellissima by Orientica. This is a very heavy-duty, creamy coconut, very musky, very thick coconut that has some sweetness. And when I first wore it, I didn't know if I liked it. And I don't think it projects a ton. I don't think I have anything else quite like this. It's hard to describe. You'd almost have to like wear it and live in it to get this one. It's almost like butter in a good, like when I'm wearing it, it's like a good thing, but it's like buttery. This is an amber. This is Turab Al Dahab. I'm sure I'm butchering that as well. This is supposed to smell similar to Amber Romance, and I do get a very similar vibe. They're not the same, but I do get the vibe. And then Alhermaine Amber Oud Rouge. I think this is renamed to something else, but it smells the same. This is powerful, very powerful. Like, you won't feel like it's that powerful, but then people are going to smell you like 700 yards away. I literally was in the parking lot, like across the parking lot from my coworker, and she was like, I can smell you. This is what I kind of consider my cheapy section. That's my thoughts anyways when I put these down here. This brand does not get enough hype here on YouTube. I don't understand. Johann B. These are fabulous. High quality. The bottles, incredible. The price, extremely affordable. Like 40 bucks. This is heavy. Don't know why this is called Cherry Delice because it smells like strawberry. But if you like Burberry Her, this is a much more syrupy version of Burberry Her. And then this one is just like, this is a tried or true for me. Ride or die. Delice Nacree. This is just the softest, sweetest, most feminine, powdery. There's like an Italian cookie note in here. I fully enjoy this. This row is my Target row. I have Finery's Flower Bed, which is a dupe for something, maybe like Chance or Tundra or something like that. And then Magnetic Candy, which is supposed to smell like possibly, I think it's Sundazed by Rado. It's a very kind of neon cotton candy, if you can imagine that. Then Mix Bar, honestly, if you're on a budget, these are great. Cloud Musk, I keep this as a mixer. Just kind of a simple musk. And Coconut Palm, that's a very luxe, high-class coconut scent. This I just keep because I think it's fun. This is Outremor Cola, and it honestly smells like you're opening up a fresh can of Coke. Philosophy's Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. I do not like the original, but I really enjoy this. A very nice, woody, creamy vanilla. Coors Black Sugar. This is a very powdery amber, and because it's so powdery, I don't reach for it a ton. It is clean, which I like. And you can tell when I do use it, I can spray heavy because this is not powerful. A random buy at the drugstore that I fell in love with, Anecdote Carnival Day. Candied apple, sandalwood, lemon drop, and sugary musk. This is like me in a bottle. My other Dua, this is Priceless Princess, which honestly smells exactly like Killian's Princess. Oaksha's Heaven Speak. This smells exactly like Killian's Angel Share. And then this one is, that's so funny that they all happen to be Killian's. This one smells like Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. I'm a mess down here, okay? Juliana's Liquid Gold smells exactly like MFK's Gentle Fluidy Gold. I'm obsessed with this. It is excellent. Ring of Radiance. This is supposed to smell like Valaya, and honestly, I haven't given it a good enough wear because to me, Valaya is a warm weather fragrance, and I got this at the end of last year, so I'm just waiting for spring to hit. Same with Fiery Goddess. This is supposed to smell this is supposed to smell like, I believe it's called God of Fire. It's that mango fragrance in this snake looking bottle. And then this one is Lower Manhattan, which is supposed to smell like Bond No. 9 Tribeca. And honestly, it's quite similar. Like, it's very, very close. I like the OG a little more, but I mean, that fragrance is like $500 and something, so I can imagine that it is a little bit yummier, a little bit smoother. But honestly, if you're on a budget like me, this is a pretty darn good dupe. And we have my Dossiers. Aquatic Coconut, which smells like Replica's Beach Walk, and honestly, I'm obsessed with this. When I go to Florida, this always comes. And then we have Fruity Honey. This is Joe Malone's Nectarine, what is that? Nectarine and something or other. I honestly had never smelled the real thing. I just thought the notes sounded pretty. It is black currant, green leaves, honey, nectarine, peach, and vetiver. It really is a lovely, easy reach. Floral Rhubarb. This is a dupe of Marc Jacobs Perfect, which I love so much, honestly. I want to get the OG and the Intense one day. I got bigger fish to fry right now, so they're staying on my wish list for a little bit. Then my last Sugarful. This is Sugarful Sunshine, and this is just an airy pina colada. Okay, so that video is about 700 years long. I am sure of it. I tried not to be too chatty, but it's so hard when you're going through your whole collection. There's so many loves in there. I've talked so much, my voice really wants to give out right now, so I'm gonna just wrap it on up and say thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any fragrances you want me to dive more in depth into, definitely leave it down below. I also really want to do a in-depth dupes video, so if you do want to hear more about my dupes, because I feel like I have a pretty dupe heavy collection compared to a lot of YouTubers out there. Not all of us get PR, okay? If you are interested in dupes, I love a good dupe, then make sure you leave that down below and I'll definitely get that together for you. Okay, that is all. I need to go get a drink of water so bad. My voice has had enough. Thanks again. I will see you in my next video, and as always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Mwah. Bye-bye.